Good morning. This is TCR, TroyCommunityRadio.com. I'm Clint Myers on 107.1 WTJN. Time now for the Mayor's Report, and with us is Mayor Michael Beamish.
Well, I am here today, and it's a beautiful day, and thank you, Clint and David, for allowing us to be a part of this show.
Absolutely. Kind of cooled off a little bit from where we've been here the last couple weeks. See, the electricians have been downtown. Busy. They've been in the trees, but not like squirrels.
They're not like squirrels, but they're sure putting up those beautiful lights that signify our winter season coming up.
Absolutely. See, the fountain is shut down for the season, so the next thing I imagine we'll see is the big green box turn up in there for the Christmas tree, and the Santa house over on Prouty Plaza be moved back in from the North Pole.
Everything's being done and prepared for, and Sandefers are going to be donating the first gift of Christmas in downtown. So we'll look forward to all that happening probably sometime in early November.
Okay, yeah, because it's all put together before Thanksgiving, because the day after is the Grand Illumination here in the downtown.
Yes.
Last week was a busy week. Friday night started with the Pink Ribbon Girls. They had their 5K walk and run. What a great crowd we had.
Great crowd. I think they estimated over 600 runners.
Wow.
They set it as a goal for their fundraising efforts of 30,000, exceeded that big time.
That's great.
And so it was a wonderful opportunity, and Troy hosted that event, and Heather Salazar and her committee and team did a marvelous job.
Absolutely.
For a great cause. October is Cancer Awareness Month. And it was just wonderful to see that event take place in downtown Troy.
Now, you were busy. You had the Mayor's Prayer Breakfast as well.
Mayor's Prayer Breakfast went very well. We had a panelist. Each person on the QRT, Quick Response Team, shared their role that they play. We had some very good news, making a dent in the opiate epidemic and showing that we're doing some things right. We are a best practice in the state of Ohio. Others are trying to model us. So it's all good, and we had a number of community citizens there and listened to that presentation. So I hope they felt good that we are at least trying to make an effort in this opiate heroin epidemic that we have, not only in this region, but the state and certainly through the country.
Yeah, throughout the entire country.
Right.
I do have to say that here in our direct area, I haven't heard of the overdoses like we had heard in the past.
And that was shared at the Mayor's Prayer Breakfast, that we are seeing a decline. So we're hoping that it's all due to some of the efforts of reaching out to people, asking if they want help, and then providing that assistance if they do.
It's letting them know that there is help available out there and that people do care.
That's true, and that's true. We had some other things going on past week. I got to give a big shout out to our Troy Christian elementary students. Last week, they brought bags of candy for each member of the staff at City Hall, and then I understand they went out to other facilities and did likewise, just to show their appreciation for the community, what we are trying to do to protect the community and to enhance the opportunities here in Troy. And Troy Christian students were wonderful. They came around in groups, and I just want to give a shout out. That was well received, and it's nice to see young people appreciate efforts.
Above and beyond the call of duty.
So that was a great thing. And hey, how about this? Our Troy High School, our sports programs.
Oh my gosh!
Athletes.
Now, did you miss the fact, because it wasn't a home game last weekend?
It was in Sydney.
It was in Sydney, that you didn't get to call the game.
I didn't call the game, but I did get, after I did the kickoff for the Pink Ribbon Girls race, I went up to Sydney and was cheering on our Trojans. They came away with a previous undefeated team. They won, and they're doing very well. They're improving every week. But all the fall sports programs have winning seasons going for them. And so, it just shows that we not only have an excellent school system in the academics, but we also have student athletes that are performing at a high rate too.
Oh, absolutely. That was a game of games. You're lucky you had a voice left you were up there rooting for the Trojans.
Oh,
I know it was pretty exciting listening to it on the radio.
Well, and we finish out the regular season with 2 home games. Greenville coming up. Well, when this show's aired, that will be over. And then the big game with the rival Piqua Indians coming up.
Yep. Now, had some informational meetings this week, too, on the school levy.
Yeah, absolutely. We had a public hearing meeting. It was at the high school cafeteria. They had the Meet the Candidates night on Thursday at the Troy Junior High with all the people running for public office or levies that will be on the ballot. And I should put a plug in. Down the road, there will be another big public meeting on November 13th. November 13th will be at the Bravo Room at the Hobart Arena. And that's going to be when all the partners, we've worked together with a consultant to share not only a great community as it is today, but visions and study that could provide some recommendations for our future planning with the downtown, riverfront, park system all coming together.
It looks like things are really moving over at our new hospital, too.
A lot of dirt moving.
Yes, there is.
And yes, the picture that they see out on the corner of Elm and Main that's the look. That will be the look of the Kettering Troy Hospital. And so we're looking forward to that. Now, of course, it's going to take some time to get the brick and mortars up. Right now, they're just grading the dirt and
getting everything
firm
ready.
Foundation.
Yes. You had council this week.
We sure did, and during that time, Joe Braden came from the Office of Auditor, Dave Yost's office, to present the city staff, in particular our auditor, John Frigge, with the Auditors Report with distinction.
Wow.
What that means is very few of all the audits in the state of Ohio received with distinction, which means no citations. Everything was done just perfectly.
I's dotted, all the T's crossed.
And that should send, the reason I bring that up is that should send to our citizens that we have good financial stewardship, good record keeping, good account for the taxpayer dollars. So the things that we are doing with financial accountability, but we're also moving forward with projects.
Excellent. Leaf pickup is going on now. Got more leaves coming down out of the trees, a little bit more this week than we had the week before.
Well, it is fall, and
Yes.
yes the rakes are out, and we are going to do something special. Clint, you always participate in this.
Are we
David
hitting the
always
road again?
We're going to hit the road. Our next show that we do will be with Jerry Mullins, our street foreman, and we're going to try to do a demo, again, of proper assistance with the leaf pickup. We're in the rounds now. I think we're almost getting ready for round 2. And it's just an opportunity for all the citizens to help us, to help you, to pick up those leaves and don't have equipment that goes down. If everybody does their share, then we can continue to move through the Troy area and pick up those leaves.
Just some small things like don't put the sticks in with the leaves.
Yep.
That will take down the equipment in a quick hurry.
So
they're like giant vacuum cleaners.
That's absolutely. So I just hope our citizens will tune into that demo so they can help out. And so we're all in this together. That's what community is all about.
Everybody's working on the same page.
Yes.
All right, Mayor. Anything else that you would like to add in this morning?
Well, we did have a council meeting this past
okay,
Monday,
that's right.
And we did a number of things. We had all the council there, and we looked at Phase 10 of the sidewalk program, and we passed that. We're looking at a design agreement with LJB for the McCaig Road Continued Improvement Project, be Phase 4 now. And we're just looking at design, and that'll be from the Lake Street Alley area all the way to the overpass on I-75, which includes that intersection at Dorset and McCaig. We'll be looking at that, see if there's any way we can improve traffic.
Boy, that would be a nice spot. I know it gets really congested about the time that school is letting out there with Troy Christian.
A couple times during the day it gets congested,
Mhm.
but it's an idea for us to let somebody look at that and see if they have a better way of doing things. We also passed the North Market Street Improvement Project. That's phase 2. That's going to go from Fossway out to Stony Ridge, and that'll look at the design and how we can design that to be more effective and efficient. We did go to a third reading with the amended second reading to the Complete Streets policy. We did pass the ordinance that was rezoning to go from an R4 to an OR1 office residential area, and this is in the area of Robin Hood Lane, Sherwood area, and that passed unanimously. So, well, not unanimous. It was an 8-to-1 vote.
Okay.
It was an 8-to-1 vote. It passed. So
Almost unanimous.
Almost unanimous. So that really is a nutshell of the meeting that we had at council, and next meeting will be in November. It's hard to believe.
Wow. Another month gone by.
That's right.
Looks like street crews are really getting things done down by the police department. And plus, we've also had the gas company in replacing gas mains. So we've had intermittent street closures throughout the city. Just a lot of things getting finalized before winter moves in.
And we do appreciate the patience of our citizens for that. This is the time we're trying to crowd things in to get things done before the winter rolls in. And we have combination of our own street crews doing projects along with the utilities companies doing their projects. So
again, everyone working together, and if the citizens can work together with those road crews, and you know, not give them a hard time, because you know we always hate it when a road is closed.
Absolutely.
But the reasons that it's closed is going to improve it afterwards.
I always tell everybody it gives you a chance to get a different look at the scenery of Troy. You got to take a different route to get there. So enjoy the ambiance of wherever you're traveling, but understand it is an inconvenience. We know that, but in the long run, as you just said, it's for the good.
It's for the good. One other thing I wanted to add, I see the bricks are going on the new building over by the Troy Daily News. That lot filled up and sprung up from the ground so quick. Windows in. It's just exciting to see that new construction downtown.
It is, and it's downtown, and that just gives you a little flavor for when the Kettering Troy Hospital starts to come under construction. You know, you'll see that
same development.
That's right, and it's exciting when you think of the efforts that are being made
yes.
by investors in our community.
All right, Mayor. Now, is there anything else you'd like to add?
I think we've covered a lot.
I think we have covered quite a lot this morning. Thank you so much. This has been the Mayor's Report with Mayor Michael Beamish. I'm Clint Myers on 107.1 WTJN.